Hey guys, Truth here. Welcome to episode 237 of the RLE series. In this episode, I'll be having a look at the third ITV station I've done this year. This time, it's Ulster Television, now shortened to UTV since 1993. It is the ITV station serving the region of Northern Ireland, and was formed in 1958 and went on air a year later in 1959. It changed to UTV in 1993. It is one of the few ITV stations that still exist today, alongside Scottish Television or STV. We have 18 logos, one of which is unused. The first one is called the Zigzag, used from 1959 to 1969. According to the UTV website, the dots in the logo are supposedly meant to represent the 7 major towns or cities in Northern Ireland, which are Strabane, Londonderry, Enniskillen, Coleraine, Armagh, Ballymena, and Belfast. The next logo is called the Zigzag TV, used from 1970 to 1988. This one later added a TV tube to the Zigzag, and would become synonymous with the brand until 1993. The next logo is called the Zigzag TV Lollipop, used from 1980 to 1988. I gave this the nickname because it actually kind of looks like it represents a lollipop. The next logo is called the Zooming Zigzag TV, used from 1987 to 1989. This one actually has the same music from the previous logo. The next logo is called the Zigzag TV of Summer, used from the summer to the autumn of 1988. Like I said, this was only used on summer broadcasts from Ulster Television in 1988. The next logo is called the CGI Zigzag TV, used from 1989 to 1993. This is the last logo from Ulster Television that was used on air before the UTV rebrand, but we still have one unused logo to go through, the one I alluded to at the start. This one is called the ITV Generic, as always, and it was unused in 1989. In this one, the pattern on the triangle is blue and yellow lines, in which the logo is misrepresented, which must have been why it was unused. The next logo is the first one under the UTV name. It's called the Big U, used from 1993 to 1996. Jonty Master actually used this for one of his intros from 2020. The next logo is called the Big U2, used from 1996 to 2000. The music from this and the previous logo would become the logo jingle for some time. The next logo is called the Big U3, used from 2000 to 2001. This would be the last logo to use the big U symbol until 2001, and it was used for 8 years. The next logo is called the UTV Rectangles, used from 2001 to 2002. The background is either red, purple, or yellow, depending on the ident. The next logo is called the UTV Rectangles 2, used in 2002. I believe this is the last logo to use a remix of the 1993 logo's jingle. The next logo is called the ITV1 Personalities, used from 2002 to 2003. On the national idents, celebrities include Frank Skinner from The Frank Skinner Show, Anton Deck, Jeff Stewart and Paul Usher from The Bill, Davina McCall, Tina O'Brien, and Sir Trevor McDonald from Tonight with Trevor McDonald and ITV News presenter. The next logo is called the UTV Rectangles 4, used from 2003 to 2006.
Good morning, and welcome to UTV.
Most times it would include a location in Northern Ireland alongside a border that displays white text that tells us about where the location is. This would become a trend with the next few logos. The next logo is called the UTV Rectangles 5, used from 2006 to 2011. The jingle from the 1993 logo makes a comeback in this until around 2016. The next logo is called the live-action UTV, used from 2011 to 2012. The picture you're seeing is a lighthouse in Alan McGee, while the video I showed was a man playing golf in Cairndhu Ballygally, which are some examples of live-action stuff used in the logo. More of these can be found if you look up UTV logo 2011. The next logo is the last one to use the UTV rectangles. It's called the live-action UTV 2, used from 2012 to 2016.
We now join ITN for the early evening national and world news. You're watching UTV. It's just after 8 minutes to 6.
The example ident video I showed was located in Strangford. The last logo is called the live-action UTV 3, used from 2016 to 2020.
A very good morning, everyone. For those eagle-eyed amongst you, you may notice that we're looking a little different. This is your new look UTV, and to set us up for the day, here's the very latest news, views and opinions on Good Morning Britain.
Unlike the previous logos, this one doesn't tell us about where the location is. In 2020, this logo was retired and was originally going to be a temporary thing that was caused by the pandemic to go back to the ITV logos. But however, in November, they changed it to be permanent. So now, you can no longer see the UTV logo on air. Well, that's it. I'm Trace. See you on episode 238. Goodbye.